Howdy folks, I'm back to work on the MCG Crush plumbing truck here. I forgot to take a video for you guys of the front. Let me show you this real fast. What I did and what they wanted was plumbing solution on the front in reverse. So maybe you guys can see, got all the letters done in reverse here. I'm kind of going through right now and I'm drawing everything out. Trying to get everything drawn out for this so I can get started on the paint. I have, show you real fast. You know, we did the gold leaf in the video here. This morning I went through and I clear coated that. Really quick, I'll show you what I'm using material wise. And I'm just brush painting the clear coat over, but it is a 2K clear. See if you can see this here. Got a 2K clear with activator. Okay. Just brush painted that over the gold leaf lettering there. Right now, I am getting ready to, or well, I kind of already started sketching out, but realized I need to film this for y'all. I'm freehand sketching the back. I say freehand sketching. I went through and lightly freehand sketched it. I took a piece of tape and I stuck it up here just to draw a line for my bottoms and tops of my lowercase letters. I'm going through right now defining these letters out before I come back through. I'm probably going to end up gold leafing these as well, just so we're carrying that theme throughout the truck. And I'm going to put plumbing solutions over here. We're going to have a phone number. Got a lot of other stuff to draw out on this truck, so I'm going to go and try and get all of it drawn out so I can just get going painting. And I'm going to put this on hyperlapse for you guys. Watch me freehand draw this part out here. As you'll be able to see, all I'm really using is just the pencil on it. It's a script. I feel comfortable with that. Whenever it comes time to write plumbing solutions, I'm going to use the same letter style, kind of blocky letter style that I did on the rest of the truck. I'll end up using, what do you call it? Not a T-square, a triangle to get everything straight on that. And I might make some tools to keep my letter widths the same. But let's go ahead, get this drawn out, move to that part next. Okay, so I've got this sketched out, ready to be done with sizing for the gold leaf. I'm going to put the words plumbing solutions right here. It's going to be a lot smaller than the sides. Getting ready to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by taking a piece of tape, figure out about where I want the bottom of the word solutions. And I don't want it to line up with the bottom of that. I want it to be lower, so I've got one word here, one word here. I'm taking another piece of tape and making that my top. And what I've actually done, and I need to straighten that out a little bit though, is I've given more margin down here than up here. A weighted bottom. A long time ago, I used to run a frame shop for custom picture framing, and that's where I first learned about weighted tops or weighted bottoms. It's kind of being an old school layout thing. Since then, and since getting into lettering, read more about that. The Mike Stevens book, which I think I mentioned to y'all in the first part of this whole job here, he talks about weighting the bottom. I don't know that he uses those terms, but he talks about visual center being a little bit higher up, having a bigger margin at the bottom than the top. So I've got that. I'm going to take another piece of tape here real quick, and I'm just eyeballing where center is. I feel pretty confident in my skills of eyeballing. So I'm going to do that super light. I'm going to go through and sketch out plumbing solutions, and then come back and space it all out and turn it into blocks. So without boring you guys too much, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just kind of going by eyeball for now. I'll come back and tighten it all up using the triangle, but this just kind of helps me get my letter spacing for right now. I could measure it all. I think I don't really want to. I'm toying with the idea of having all of it kind of set towards square on the right. I'll sketch it out and see. I like to figure some stuff out visually. That's kind of what I'm doing on this one. All right, I'm done laying this out. I'm actually going to go ahead and lay size tonight on this MCGK or MCG crush part here. Kind of get this so you guys can see a little bit closer. There we go. So I put the plumbing solutions here. One of the things that I try to do when I'm lining stuff up, you see the bottom of this, I kind of want it not necessarily in the middle, but to where this is a little bit lower than that, and then again up here this is a little bit higher. Left gap, a little bit less gap up here. I think we talked about that. I've put the phone number over here. So if you look at this, I've got this kind of block letter here, counterbalanced by the block lettering over here. Just some of the kind of things that I try to do. What was I going to tell y'all? Oh, I was going to show you one more thing real quick. Something a little bit different than the rest of that. Quick little thing. I've got this crate here. Somebody in my wife's family, I think, had it for storage stuff or some sort of craft thing. Somehow I inherited it, but it works pretty good as my stool in here because I've got a couple of different heights. You can sit on it on its end. Now, a little bit lower. A little bit lower still if I flip it. I know you guys can't really see it, but you get the idea there. Just kind of something cool. Old school thing. Anyhow, gonna get back to work on this. Not really gonna show you guys the gold leaf part of it because we've already done that on the other doors, but just wanted to show you some of the layout there. Hopefully once that's done, get a little bit more of the stuff laid out that's going to be on here, and then we will start painting. Show you guys what's going on here real quick. I'm not quite finished with this side. I still got to do this really low stuff at the bottom, but I've got these drop shadows here that I did, and I took my paper pattern that I had, moved it down, and traced it. But I want to show you something that I'm doing on the back because this is something that y'all can do pretty easy. Any of us can. Okay, so for the back, I hand drew the gold leaf, or well, the letters that are now gold leafed. I hand drew plumbing solutions, all of that. So I didn't have a paper pattern to move down like I did on the door. So I took a piece of tracing paper, went over the top, traced it, and then I moved it down about an inch and over, I don't know, maybe a ½ inch. So now I'm going through and I'm tracing that out. I'll put this on hyperlapse, let you guys watch me finish doing that. And I'm going to come through and paint that shadow first, and then I'll come back and outline. Oh, wanted to show you guys real quick. This is the tracing from the Seural paper. I went ahead and already painted black line on here. I'm going to straighten it up a little bit while I'm working on this. But I'm about to use this small brush. I'm going to come in between these letters. I'm painting the black and leaving the white of the letters. Using a small brush because some of these gaps are pretty small here. in between the S and the O, a little hard to see. But I'll go ahead and get this done, let you guys watch some of that in hyperlapse, and we will keep trucking along on this. Here's where this side of the door looks at the moment.